movie I will be reviewing today is Gone with the Wind. Some may say it's an oldie, but I say it's still a goodie. But how good? Well, you'll just have to listen. Okay, so let me break it down for you. The year is 1939. We're on this cusp of World War II. But have no fear, Mother Nature is here. We're talking Gone with the Wind. Gone with the Wind, they say. It's in one day and gone with the wind the next. And that's exactly what the director said. He said, I don't know what to do. And they say, well, check this movie out. And he said, alright. So, what do you know? He checked the movie out and he said, yep, it's gotta be this one. It's gotta be. So he rounded up a great cast of actors, and they went about searching for the best place for wind. And they came upon Kansas, but guess what? They were filming Wizard of Oz, so they said, sorry, Buster, keep on moving. Eventually, they came upon Pebble Beach, California. Now, California was just starting up back then, and California said, sure, you can film your movie here, but you're going to have to give us some profits. And they said, alright. They said, how much? They said, about $3 million. They said, that's chump change. We'll give you $4 million. They said, alright, sucker. So, they wound up making Gone with the Wind in a couple weeks because the wind conditions were perfect. They went parasailing every day, and sure enough, they were definitely gone with the wind. But what else did they need? Well, California had just what they wanted, earthquakes. So they had Gone with the Wind and Gone with the Earthquakes. But they decided to settle upon a simpler title and went with Gone with the Wind. Now this movie, this masterpiece of a movie, was filled with high-flying, hip-shaking, eyes flocking, twirling, whirling, hip-hop hurling, all that kind of action. The movie was a masterpiece, and the critics realized it too, and they said, whoa, 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 you gotta see this movie because it's gonna make you stop in your tracks and say, I'm gonna have to sit down for a second and check this out. But don't take my word for it, although you probably should. Okay, so, plain and simple, this movie's a go-getter. This movie knows what it wants and it takes what it needs. So, according to those guidelines, I'm going to give this movie a strong, very strong 4.2 out of 10.